right, shalom, shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing the work in truth and sincerity. Held at ransom, but we shall be saved without money. All right. Held at ransom, but we shall be saved without money. Okay. Our current condition is that of bondmen, bondwomen, slave men, slave women. And we're slaves to the system. All right. The so-called white man's New World Order. All right. We do not live in a democratic process, which a lot of people still believe. Okay. You live in a technocratic or under a technocratic order with transhumanist guidelines. Transhumanist, that's why you have transhumanist mandates. And their transhumanism, their whole philosophy is sinister because it takes everything natural given to you by God and it flips it. It modifies it into something else. Okay? That's our current condition. All right? That's the reality. We are slaves to the system, the establishment, Esau's kingdom, his world, his rule, his way. All right? In a sense, he wants to ransom us, but in a sense, he doesn't want to give us over. All right, for lack of better words, he doesn't want to save us by any means. All right, he wants to control our souls. He wants to rule over our souls as if he was God. Okay? Ransom, a sum of money or other payment demanded or paid for the release of a prisoner. They're not looking to release us. According to Psalms 83, we understand their real agenda. And this is perpetual. This is nothing new. Okay? We know by experience what this devil, what he wants to do through his past. All right? Through his past works. All right? Just because it's a new day doesn't mean it's a new devil. It's a new white man. All right? So without further ado, the first precept I want to bring out, of course, I had this Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed. All right, and we know what they're prescribing. Okay, the serpent serum. All right, or the hokey pokey, whatever you want to call it, which in no way, shape, or form is for the benefit, all right, of your biological makeup, which the Lord has perfectly made us. All right, perfect, with a perfect makeup, perfect immune system. All right. So they're setting the laws in place. They're mandating the murderous legislation. Okay. And they're going full speed with this. They're coming after the children. We know the whole scoop. We done seen a million videos by now. If you haven't, all right, then, you know, hey, I don't know what to say to you. Okay. But we don't belong to the so-called white man. We don't belong to the transhumanism agenda. We don't belong to this technocratic system. We don't belong to you. All right. But this is your mindset. This is Isaiah 14. I'm going to start at 13. All right. Just to get to the point. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Isaiah 14:13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. All right. So this is in your mind. All right. You want to be like God. Okay. That's why you want to control all. You want to control all things. You want to be everywhere. You want to hear all things. And you're able to do it through your technology. That's why we say it's a technocratic order. This is a technocratic empire that we live in. Of course, under Esau's rule. All right. And through their technology, they're, meeting all these feats, so to speak. They're exalting themselves as God. All right, because they can hear all your conversations. They can see everything you're doing. They know everywhere you are. They know what you like. They know what you dislike. All right, but they with all this information, they have no intention on doing you any benefit, doing you anything, any good. All right, they want to rule over your soul and oppress you even more by owning your soul. All right. Through what they call gene therapy and modification of your DNA. Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. This is in your mind, devil. All right? And that's why you want people to praise you. And you got a God complex. You want people to worship you and worship the ground you walk on. But you're not fit for the job. Sorry. All right? You're not fit for the job, okay? In no way, shape, or form have you any moral standpoint, all right? Any type of moral, position on this earth, all right? To tell anybody anything. And that's why you're going to do it by force, because you know and nobody will willingly follow you. You got to do it by trickery, your wiles. All right. Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. You're not going to be a nation anymore. You're not going to be a nation of people. Your memory is going to be wiped out of the earth because of your transgressions against the Most High. Because of you taking his damsel, all right, which is Israel, and holding us hostage. The Lord is coming for you. All right. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the world or the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? All right. Soon enough, we're going to know who you truly are. Well, we know who you truly are. But all that power, all that your prowess, all that's going to be taken away from you. And we're going to see you for who you truly are. A base, sinister, helpless, little scary, puny piece of shit, man. All right? And that's just what it is. It says that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. Who is his prisoners? You Negroes, you Latinos, and Native Americans. You Israelites. All right? You're his prisoners, and he will not open his house. All right? He will not open up those cell doors. All right? Of course, which they're spiritually cell doors. All right? And not only that, it's physical too, because he owns you. Okay. And he owns you through your birth certificate, your social security. All right. Next scripture. Sirach 17:17. All right. And let's get this straight. All right. This is setting the record straight, so to speak. For in the division of the nations of the whole world, of Salakia, the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion. But Israel is the Lord's portion. But Israel is the Lord's portion. We don't belong to you. We don't belong to this society. You ransomed us off for the longest, for the last time. Your time of manipulating, all right, and deceitfully tricking us, that time is over. It's over with. This is your last time. You see? And this is what you've been waiting for. You've been salivating at the mouth. You know, all happy like a little schoolgirl because you have us in captivity. Because, and it's funny because you have all your pieces in the right places. You got all, and imagine it like a game of chess. You have all the right pieces in the right places right now. But the game is gonna make a wild turn, all right? And not for your benefit. It's gonna make a wild turn, okay? Just when you thought you had us. Just when you thought you had us. All right? And this is for you dummies out there that believe that the white man should be ruling over us, that the white man is a good man. All right? No one outside of our nation should be ruling over us, and it's going to say that. All right? Election and duties of kings. So we have an election. You see that? We are supposed to elect a leader. All right? This is Deuteronomy 17:14. When thou art come unto the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee, and shalt possess it, and shalt dwell therein, and shalt say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are round about me. All right. So say, yeah, we got an election process too. You see, just like the other nations, right? Thou shalt in any wise, all right, set him king over thee, whom the Lord Yahweh thy power shall choose. So God's supposed to choose it, all right? One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. You see? That's plain and simple. Okay? We're supposed to be ruled by our own kinsmen. All right? Next precept. Let me see what I have right here. So that's Psalms 12. I read Isaiah 14. I got Isaiah 52. And this is pretty much the premise or the inspiration for the lesson. So, Salakia, bear with me for a second. I'm going to start at the first verse. Okay? Isaiah 52:1, it says, Awake, awake, put on thy strength. All right? This is to you, Akim, man. All right? And really, this is towards the elect. Because these are the only people that get it. These are the only people that get it and understand what's going on through the Spirit. Put on thy beautiful garments. It's talking about that spiritual covering, that righteous covering, full of faith, full of hope, full of innocence, full of meekness, full of charity, alms. All right? Full of the fruit of the Spirit, okay? Which is everything I mentioned. O Yerushalayim, or Yerushalayim, all right? Jerusalem, the holy city. It's talking to the elect. It's talking to the elect. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. You see, and see, for some odd reason, our people want these other nations to be among us. They want the uncircumcised. They want the unclean to be among us. They want the Edomites to be saved. And why not any other nation? You want the Edomites to be saved? Why you want to save the so-called white man? So bad. He won't even save himself. But you gonna save him? He don't want to be saved. He want to be like God. You see? But in his own sinister way. Verse 2. Shake thyself from the dust. All right, and the dust represents the confusion. Hell, where do we live at? We live in Babylon, which basically means confusion. You see? So shake ourselves from the dust. Another good precept is Jeremiah 51:6. Deliver your soul. All right? Flee from Babylon. Deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. You see? You have those who have departed. And they found happiness in this void of obscurity, man. In this void of obscurity. They found happiness. I don't know how the hell they do that. And I don't know how the hell you could be happy here. I'm still trying to figure that out. In fact, I gave up. All right. Shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. All right. Why is it telling us to sit down? All right. Again, what comes to mind is that we have to be as children. You know. It says, loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. You see, that's all too true. We're still captive, okay? It says, loose thyself from thy bands of thy neck, all right? And we're still in prison in this place. Whether we not in physical chains, we're still in those spiritual chains, these forces that hold us down, and mostly that's through the philosophy of Babylon, this confused place. Verse 3: For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. All right. So we're going to be redeemed. In other words, we're going to be saved without money. All right, so let's look this up. All right. Ooh, this one's this one goes a little deeper than I expected. All right. So it says redeem, redeemer, kinsman, revenger, avenger, ransom. All right. At all, deliver, kinsfolks, kinsmen's. All right. Part, kinsman's part, purchase. All right. Staying wise. Okay. To redeem, act as a kinsman, redeemer. You see, and that's who Yahushua is to us. So he's gonna save his kinsmen, his family, and that's who we are to Yahushua. All right. So the intimate relationship. That intimate relationship that speaks volumes on how adamant the Lord and how where the Lord stands with this, okay, with this people being in captivity. All right, it's like a damsel being stolen from her father, or her husband, and being sold. All right, you've seen that movie Taken, but that movie ain't got nothing in comparison to the reconnaissance mission that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is gonna do. All right, the act of as kinsmen, do the part of next of kin, act as kinsman redeemer. You see, it says to redeem. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna skip A. Well, I'll read it. It says, by marrying brother's widow to beget a child for him. To redeem from slavery, you see, to redeem land, to exact vengeance. All right, and that's what hey, the Lord is going to be doing all of those. All right, He's going to exact vengeance. 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter lets you know. I think I'm going to get that. All right, it says to redeem by payment, to redeem with God as subject, individuals from death. All right, Israel from Egyptian bondage, Israel from exile. All right, that's us. It has us written all over it. Okay. So let's go back. Okay. Let's go back. So we're going to be saved without money. We're going to be avenged without money. Okay. Verse 4, it says, for thus said the Lord Yahweh, power. My people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Assyrian oppressed them without cause. Now therefore, what have I here? Said the Lord Yahweh, that my people is taken away for naught. And really, we sold ourselves. Okay. Scriptures say that as well. All right. They that rule over them make them to howl. Okay. And really, that's an agonizing howl. All right. That's a distress call. You see, I got Psalms 12 for that. All right. Said the Lord Yahweh, and my name continually every day is blasphemed. Is that not a reality now that we live in? They blaspheme the Lord's name by spitting on us with the scourge of the tongue. You know, they give no right to us. They've taken all rights away. All right, just you wait. Just you wait. Because if it don't sink in now, it will. All right, when they start to encroach, when they start to come closer and closer, all right, to fulfilling their, their greatest dreams and hopes of being God and controlling God's people, controlling our souls, ultimately murdering us all, and taking the Most High Yahweh out of our minds, our spirits, our souls, through their gene therapy. Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. You see, the Lord's about to make it be known. He's about to stand up for his people. I mentioned Psalms 12, and then I mentioned 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right. So I'm going to just put Psalms up here really quick, so I don't forget. And then we're going to get, since I'm already at 2 Ezra, right? We're going to go 2 Ezra 15 and 8. It says, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. You see? And this is the elect. This is our cry. Hey, our spirits do more of the crying out than we could. The scriptures say that as well. So you better believe the Lord hears, because the Lord is spiritual. You must worship him in spirit and truth, but the Lord is in spirit. All right. So when you spill our blood, when our spirit cries out, when we groan, when we moan, he hears it. All right. Verse 9. And therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. You see? And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Okay. So the Lord is letting us know, okay, he's going to pay in full. But he ain't coming with no money. You see, the scripture said he shall not meet thee as a man, O daughter of Babylon. All right. Okay. So Psalms 12. Let me see, and I'm going to start up a few. You know what? Psalms 12:1. I'm going to read this whole psalm, and I think I may have another precept, but I'm going to close out. I did have Habakkuk 2 and 4. You know, just explaining this devil's, his disposition. All right. So let me get that. Habakkuk, 2nd chapter, the 4th verse. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. All right, but the just shall live by his faith. All right, and the reason why I grabbed this is because you're dealing with the devil. All right, he doesn't have a righteous bone in his body. Okay, he comes from that you know, every thought of this man is evil. And the scriptures say he lose sleep if he cannot trip somebody up, if he cannot bring wickedness upon somebody, or bring misfortune upon somebody. Okay, so this is the devil. This is the so-called white man that you're dealing with. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. All right, they can look noble, they can look like they're respectful, they can look like even they're righteous, but their spirits are completely off. They have a sinister mindset. And a lot of you you're gonna find it out the hard way, because you trusted this devil. All right. For 1 second, you took your eye off your enemy, and that second, all right, is life threatening. Yea, also, verse 5, because he transgresseth by wine. The wine is his philosophy. We're actually seeing him transgress the universal law of God, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, through his way of living, through his standard. All right, and his standard is that of the his transhumanist movement under his technocratic order, his new world order, the image of the beast, however you may slice it. All right, it's a way of life. Okay, it says he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, which is pretty much the same thing. So the man can't keep at home. He's never in his own backyard. He's in everybody else's backyard. And his desire is as hell and is as death. All right. And which meaning that whatever this man wants, he's going to get it by way of murdering, killing, raping, robbing, pillaging, killing. And that's just his MO. And it says he cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. You see, and that's what's happening even now, more now than ever. All right, and he's doing it through his technocratic, his transhumanist agenda. Okay, it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. Now he's trying to take human souls. All right, he done went up a notch. He done went up a whole nother level. He's trying to take your soul. Oh no, that's just a conspiracy. You're out of your mind. Yeah, okay, we gonna see. All right, see, you didn't know he was the devil. We knew all along. You can fool them, but you can't fool us. All right. It says, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And the thick clay represents the debt. And we know the debt. They about to shut down the government because they about to default on those loans. They about to default on the money that they got to pay back. Ain't that ironic? Man, this is beautiful, man. All right. And that's what, hey, we're at the point of, we're saying how long in our spirit. But the Lord said, wait, just wait on me, man. Just wait. Just wait. Yeah, it's going to get to the point where we're going to be scarcely saved. We're going to be in dangerous situations. But the Lord said he shall bring us through the fire. Okay. That's from his mouth. I ain't say it. Damn it. Okay. Believe it. Okay. Okay. So back in Psalms 12. All right. 12:1. It says, help Yahweh, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fail from among the children of men. And you better believe there's way more wicked people on the earth than it is righteous. But the righteous, the few righteous that are, is worth way more than everybody on this planet. All right, and I'm saying that because consider it from a God level. I know we don't have that type of experience, but if you were to think like God, right? You brothers know how the Lord thinks, so if you to think, we think like the Lord, right? So just imagine how precious we are, the righteous, and how much we're worth because, of our purity. And we know it's not of ourselves. Our purity is not of ourselves, but it's being wrought through Yahushua. Of course, and we're being purged to become pure. And Lord willing, we continue through our endeavors. We continue to grow. All right. And ultimately remove all these unwanted, these undesirable ways from our lives. All right. So that we can be accepted. Verse 2, they speak vanity, every one with his neighbor. All right. With flattering lips and with a double heart do they speak. The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things. We know who speak the most proud, Esau, Edom. And then you got the black woman. Oh, how proud and lofty are their lips, man. All right, and they just not proud and lofty, man. They are clamorous. Goddamn. Got a lot of bark. All right. Some of them got a lot of bite because, their dog is Esau. They can sick Esau on you, but that's coming to an end. You see, the Lord is about to loose the chains from us of this devil, man. Okay. Psalms 12:4, who have said with our tongue, we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? And this is how you're dealing with Esau first, right? This is how this nigga think. You see, with their words, their tongue, the words that come out of their mouth, they're going to prevail. That's what they believe. That's why the agenda is the way it is. That's, and that's giving them definite proud. They're becoming proud off of that. They got their own man-made prophecies, which they think they done put it in movies, and they done and they've been able to put them into play and bring them to pass, and they have all sorts of pride, you see. And now they like God because ain't nobody stopping them. Just imagine that if you were to, say something, and you were able to bring it to pass, through whatever means you're able to do it, and it come to pass, that's going to give you pride. So just imagine this devil with all the stuff that he's putting, all the mute movies and all the reign of terror and deceitful things that he put in movies, and he's able to act them out on the people. So you can just imagine the pride of this devil. All right. It says our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? All right, and that's the mindset. They don't think nobody has authority over them, but there's one in the heavens. There's one in the heaven. All right. Verse 5, for the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, said the Lord Yahweh. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. I ain't said, the Lord said it. Get with it. If you don't believe it, then you condemned already. If you don't believe it, then you're condemned already. Okay? So believe it, because he said it. Scriptures say, well, he said himself, he is faithful. His word is faithful. So that means it's a sure thing. Verse 6, it says the words of the Lord Yahweh are pure words. Oops, I said it beforehand, because the purity goes into, the same definitions. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver is tried in a furnace. Mean basically they're proven. All right. As silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. That means it's completely pure. That means completion. All right. Completely pure. All right. Okay. It says, and then it just goes into surety. Okay. It's a sure thing. All right. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord Yahweh, thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. You see, and the elect is always going to be preserved. It says the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. And that's true. We're going to see the emergence of wicked men on earth. We're going to see the most weirdos, the most notorious weirdos on the planet. Hell, even among our own people. All right, you're going to have some weirdos. Okay? Because what? The vilest men are exalted. You got Bill Gates. Okay? You got Fauci. All right? And these are vile men. These dudes were groomed as children to be involved in the philosophy as we know it as LGBTQA. We know it as other stuff. But they were groomed in this because they were seeking to reach a point to release all wickedness on earth, all the influence of the scriptures say that in Ephesians. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities. And they deal with them principalities, and those principalities have a strong pull on this earth. Now we got to guard ourselves from 5G. We barely can eat anything. We got to watch what we're eating, all sorts of things. So the battle, this is the real deal, man. This is the real deal, man. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And just remember, man, all right, we're going to be redeemed without money. All right. And until next time, I'll say shalom.